How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Bay. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. How to deal with a narcissist in a relationship. Remember, being in a narcissistic relationship, it's a tough job. It's difficult. It's painful. It's not easy. Dealing with a narcissist in a relationship is, without a doubt, extremely challenging. So, if you are in a narcissistic relationship, maybe you are trying to co-parent with a narcissist, you'll find it very difficult to connect and communicate with these people. So if you're dealing with a narcissist, you need to find ways to cope with the narcissist behavior. You need to know how to deal with them. Remember, narcissists are people who lack empathy. They are selfish, self-centered, egocentric, egotistic individuals. Very arrogant. They only care about their needs. It's me, me with the narcissist. I, me. They're very envious human beings. They want everything to revolve around them. They want to be on the limelight. They want to be at the center of attention. Now, if you're dealing with a narcissist who loves exaggerating their achievements, who needs constant acknowledgement, you need to know how to handle them. You need to know how to deal with them. Number one, you need to understand narcissistic behavior. For you to handle a narcissist, for you to deal with a narcissist, you need to understand everything about narcissism. You need to understand and identify how narcissists behave. Now, the other way to handle a narcissist is to communicate effectively. We know that effective communication, clear and assertive communication, is key to dealing with a narcissist. Again, you need to have some boundaries in place. That way you'll be able to maintain a healthy balance in that relationship. So, to handle a narcissistic relationship, you need to practice what we call self-care. You need to take good care of your health. You need to take good care of your well-being. Because being in a relationship with a narcissist is draining. It is tough. It can be emotionally draining. And it's very stressing. So, you need to practice self-care. Engage in self-care activities that will give you happiness, will bring you joy, will bring you relaxation. So, what are your hobbies? What do you love doing that uplifts you up? Is it reading a book? Is it reading a novel? Is it meditation? Is it practicing mindfulness? So focus on those hobbies, things that you love doing. Establish a strong support system as well. And when I talk about a support system, I mean trusted friends, trusted family members, people who understand the kind of person you are, people who understand you, people who understand the challenges you're facing. Surround yourself with this kind of people. Let them build you up. Let them be there for you when you are at your worst in that narcissistic relationship. So, when you're dealing with a narcissistic relationship, you also need to set boundaries. Set firm boundaries. Establish those boundaries and make sure you have consequences in place. It is very important to have and to establish those firm boundaries in that narcissistic relationship. Express clearly what behaviors you're going to tolerate from that narcissist and what behaviors you're not going to tolerate. What are these unacceptable behaviors? You need to be consistent in enforcing these boundaries for your well-being, for your mental health. Again, when dealing with the narcissist, avoid blame game. Because the narcissist will often deflect blame onto others. So, don't engage in the blame game with the narcissist. Focus on constructive solutions. So, if your narcissistic spouse, girlfriend or boyfriend shifts blame, starts blaming you for something, for something that went wrong, keep away from that conversation. Encourage some open dialogue and problem solving instead. Don't allow yourself to be blamed for something that you've not done. Because the narcissist is a master in doing this. Now, if you're dealing with a narcissist, also try to seek professional help. No, see this counselor, see this therapist. They can provide some valuable guidance. Because mental health professionals, they will help you to navigate the challenges of a narcissistic relationship. They'll give you tactics and strategies to cope with some behaviors. They'll help you in developing healthy communication patterns. So, to also deal with a narcissistic relationship, you can evaluate that relationship. Look at that relationship. Ask yourself questions. Assess the overall health of that relationship. Are the positives more than the negatives in that relationship? Do the positives outweigh the challenges of that relationship? If you find a narcissistic relationship damaging to your well-being, if you find it toxic, then you need to reevaluate that relationship. Should you sustain it? Is it sustainable? To handle a narcissist, also encourage accountability. Encourage your narcissistic partner to take responsibility for their actions. Let them be accountable for their actions, because narcissists hate that with passion. Dealing with a narcissistic partner requires patience. It requires effective communication. It requires commitment to self-care. You need to set boundaries. You need to have some support system. You need to encourage effective communication through open dialogues. When you ignore a narcissist who dumped you, when you ignore a narcissist who discarded you, there are certain things you should expect. Things to expect when you ignore a narcissist who discarded or dumped you. Number one, when you discard a narcissist, and we know narcissists are selfish, self-centered, egocentric, egotistic, self-absorbed individuals. It's always about me with the narcissist. They are very arrogant. They lack empathy. They use and then discard. Now, when you discard this narcissist, there are certain things you should expect. Number one, when you ignore the narcissist who has dumped you, expect that narcissist to start stalking you. The narcissist will want to know everything about you. They'll want to know your movements, who you are dating, where you are. They will use even their flying monkeys to stalk you. They'll use their flying monkeys to spy on you so that they can get information about you. Remember, narcissists thrive on constant admiration, on constant attention. They thrive when they are being praised, when they get that acknowledgement, that recognition that they desperately need. So when you ignore a narcissist who discarded you, who dumped you, that is when things get messy. The narcissist will start suffering because they still need your attention, whether negative or positive. So you ignoring them, it means they're lacking some attention that they will be thriving if they got it from you. So when you ignore that narcissist who discarded you, who dumped you, they'll suffer tremendously because of inadequate narcissistic supply from you. They'll start stalking you everywhere. They'll use their flying monkeys to ask them about you. They'll even use your relatives, your friends, anybody that they know. They'll ask them about you. They'll stalk you on social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Instagram. They'll want to know what you're doing, where you are. They'll stalk you even at work. They'll stalk you at your home. They'll stalk you anywhere they know you frequent. If they know the joint where you hang out, they'll even send people to spy you. They'll ask them questions about you. Or you'll go to your joint and you find them there and they pretend it's a coincidence, but they're there trying to stalk you. If you use a certain route, you'll find yourself meeting them abruptly. Now, when you ignore that narcissist who has discarded you, when you ignore a narcissist who has dumped you, expect constant communication from them in form of text messages, When you open your social media platforms, your Facebook, you'll see some inbox message from your narcissist. They're trying to hoover you. When you check your phone, mobile phone, you check on the text messages, you'll see a message from them. They are disturbed. How dare you ignore them? You check your WhatsApp, you'll see a message from them. They'll start calling you. If you ignore the calls, they keep texting you. What they need is attention from you. And if you give him that attention that they need, then they will have won. And you know, narcissists hate losing. So if you are ignoring a narcissist, then no, it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy task. Because the narcissist will use all tactics to make sure you stop ignoring them. When you ignore the narcissist, they will swing into narcissistic rage. They will get angry with you. When you ignore this narcissist who has dumped you, they'll be very angry with you. How dare you ignore them? How dare you ignore them? They will be asking themselves that. Yet, they dumped you. They dumped you, but they've forgotten they dumped you. But they are bitter. Why are you ignoring them? You expect someone who's dumped you to mind their own business, but not a narcissist. They dump you, but they don't want you to ignore them. They'll get angry because you've ignored them. Narcissists are confused people. They're like toddlers. They don't know what they want. They want this minute, the next minute they don't want it. They'll be angry with you because you don't want to play those mind games. Now, if you ignore a narcissist, they'll try to manipulate you. If you ignore a narcissist who has dumped you, they will swing into narcissistic rage. They will open their package of manipulation tactics. And they'll start using those tactics to manipulate you. They will scream at you, maybe publicly, try to humiliate you. They'll send you some horrible, nasty messages, text messages. They'll still try many other methods. All these are meant to try to stop you from ignoring them. If that doesn't work, they'll be sweeter and start reminding you of the sweet moments they had with you. They'll start reminding you of the good things they did for you in that relationship. Now, if they realize things are not working out, they might even threaten to kill themselves because you're ignoring them. They'll try to guilt trip you, to shame you. They'll even tell you that if they die, it's your fault. Sometimes if you're ignoring the narcissist who's dumped you, they might even try to create chaos, conflicts between you and your friends. The mutual friends that you have, they'll start smearing your name to them, gossiping you and spreading false rumors about you. He will blame you for breaking up with them. They will try to hoover you if you ignore the narcissist who's dumped you. And you'll find yourself thinking of getting back to your narcissist. They might buy you expensive gifts. They'll try to buy you flowers, buy you chocolates. They'll do things that they know you love. They might even cry crocodile tears to trick you into thinking and believing that your narcissist has changed. The narcissist will not allow you to ignore them easily, despite them having dumped you. They'll try to mess your life. They'll want to destroy your success. They'll want to hurt you so badly. They'll even try to get physically violent on you if you ignore them. They've dumped you, but you meet them, they can start a fight with you to get what they want. Remember, these are people who are mentally sick. The narcissists will be so bitter when you ignore them, yet they're the ones who dumped you. They're asking themselves, how dare you move on without them? When you ignore them, you will be free. And the narcissist doesn't want that. You'll be free from their narcissist selfishness, self-centeredness. So they'll be violent. Why dare you ignore them? Now, sometimes when the narcissist has tried everything and they can't change things, they'll accept you ignoring them and they'll look for another supply, for a new supply. They'll try get a new catch. They'll find another person and leave you alone and move on with their life. If they realize they can't get you, they can't control you anymore, they'll just find someone new and they'll move on. Yes, there you have it. Thank you for watching this video. Now, it's my humble request to you that if you are watching this video and you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. That way, every time I upload a new video, you get notified about it. Remember, knowledge is power, information is power, and learning is the superpower. I love you all to the moon and back. God bless you. Catch you later in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.